Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day today, and I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Mother's. In front of me is some beautiful flowers. These were given to me by, these ones were given to me by my girls. And these over here was given to me by my hubby. And I want to say thank you to them. I love them. They treated me like a queen, like their queen. And today, I want to say to each and every one of you that are mothers out there today, I share my flowers with you. So these are not just for me, but they're for you as well, because I want to wish you, extend a beautiful and happy and blessed Mother's Day to you. Today, let's get started. I have a video for you. It is almost summer, guys. It is hot outside. And I want to share with, we need to have something cool to be able to quench our thirst when we get thirsty, to be able to cool us down. So what are we gonna do today, guys? We're making popsicle, coconut and pineapple popsicle. They happen to be my favorite. I love coconut and pineapple ice cream. I don't know about you, but I love it. So let's make it in popsicles today, okay? So let's get started. Now in front of me is a nice ripe pineapple. I had this for a while, so I hope it's still good. A nice pineapple. So let's just take this part off. And guys, if you're a planter just like me, you can just take this and stick it in the ground just like this, and you will get a pineapple tree. Okay, if you like planting, you can do that. You don't have to throw it away. So to get started, I'm gonna go ahead and start peeling this pineapple. I had this pineapple here for a little while, so sometimes when I put it down too long, you know, because sometimes I think they pick them too green. So let's cut that off, and let's cut the top off, cut it down the center. Ooh, we're gonna cut this part out that don't look so good there. We cut that out. Put this aside right here, and we're gonna cut these pieces off here like that. Okay, cut it in half. Let's cut the core out. Let's cut the core out of here. I'm gonna continue to cut this up, and then I'll show you what I'll do next. Now when you finish cutting up your pineapple, this is my pineapple, you don't have to throw this out, guys. All your core and your pineapple skin, what you can do is put this in a saucepan with some water, boil it. You can add some lemons to it, different flavors to it, add some mint if you have some mint, and a little bit of sugar, and make yourself a nice pineapple juice. There's a lot of vitamins and so on in here, so don't throw it away. Go ahead and make yourself some pineapple juice. Guys, Charles is on the back of this camera, and I'm trying to tell him to leave my pineapple alone because his hand keep reaching over here and taking a piece. So over here, I have the pineapple all chopped into small pieces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in my blender right here, and I'm gonna blend it up. We're gonna blend this up to add to our popsicles. Okay, so that's all in there. Clean my hands a little bit. Put my cover on. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. So let's go ahead and blend this up. Okay, now we're going on to our next step. We are going to put some milk and so on the stove and boil it a little bit. So I have here a cup and a half of coconut milk. This is the canned coconut milk. So we're gonna boil it a little bit or heat it up a little bit before we, you know, freeze that since it was in a can. So I'm gonna pour that in to my saucepan right here. I have, this is regular whole milk, and this is 1.5 cup as well. I'm going to put it in here. I have here 1/2 cup of sugar. This is white sugar. I'm going to pour that in there. And you can, when this is heated up and you taste it, if you think that you need more sugar, you can add more. If you want less, you know, you can add a little less than that. I have here, this is a little bit of coconut. Now this coconut, it looks brown like this because I was making sweetbread, and usually when we make sweetbread, we make a coconut filling that go on the inside, and it has sugar and nutmeg and so on inside of it. I had my last sweetbread, I made a little bit too much, so I had saved some in the freezer. So this I'm going to add to it. It's just a little bit because I don't want to add too much, because when you're having your popsicle, you really don't want to be chewing on so much coconut. So you can just add a little bit. If you're not a coconut person, you can just leave this out, okay? So I add a little of that there. And this is vanilla essence. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now I'm gonna put this on the stove and heat it up. So let's go over to the stove. All right, guys, so I'm just warming this up a little bit. And as I said, I'm doing this because of the coconut, the canned coconut. I'm heating it up, and this also melts the sugar in here and everything comes together. So I'm just gonna continue to heat this up just for a few more minutes. You don't want it to boil, you know, just want to heat it up a little bit. Put some heat to it, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay. So I just heated up my milk and my coconut milk and that little bit of coconut together. So now I'm pouring it into this bowl right here. So see, it has small pieces of coconut, but it's not a lot of coconut, just small pieces that you will. I need this to cool completely before I add the pineapple to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it, I may just put it in the refrigerator. You can put it in the refrigerator to cool a little bit faster, or you can just sit on your counter to cool. But since I wanna come back to you really quickly, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator to cool for a few minutes, and I will be right back. I'm ready, guys. Are you ready? Let's go on to the next step. We have here, this is already cool, our coconut milk here with our little pieces of coconut inside of it. Now over here, I have this pineapple that I blended earlier. So now I'm going to pour this in here and mix the two together. Good, we're gonna blend it up together, mix it up nicely. Okay. When you finish mixing it nicely, make sure everything is mixed well together. I have a measuring cup here, and I'm gonna use this measuring cup because of the spout here. It's easier to pour. So I am going to pour some of this in here. Okay. And then I have some little cups over here that I am going to fill my cups. And you are going to have the little pieces of chunk of pineapple in here as well, where you'll be able to chew on. Let me just pour some more in here. And I'm going to fill all these cups. Fill them all up to the top. Pour this a little bit in here as well. Put that over there. Let's see how many more we're gonna get from this. One more. So now we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, guys, 9 cups. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, so I have over here some popsicle sticks. I bought these popsicle sticks from Michael's. So let me show you what I'm gonna do next. We're making popsicles. So now I have some foil over here. And what I'm gonna do is take the foil paper and we're gonna go over and cover them all with foil like this. Then you're gonna take a small knife and make a little slit right in the center and stick your popsicle stick in there. And then we're gonna put this in the freezer to freeze, and then once they are frozen, I'm gonna come back and show you what they look like. So we put a little slit right here in the center and take your stick and just push it down. And that's it, guys. This is it. This is it. Put a little slit right there. Now if you, ooh, I'm spilling already. Now if you have kids in the house, your grandkids and so on, this is something that you can make for them and put these in the freezer, so whenever you know they want one, they can just go to the freezer and take it out. This is pineapple. You can use any kind of flavors that you want. You can do some strawberries, whatever your favorite fruit is, and add to it, and voila. So guys, we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer, and as soon as they're frozen, they're gonna take a few hours in the freezer. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna taste them and tell you how delicious they are. I'll be right back. I am back. I am ready to taste some popsicle. Charles and I just went on a nice long walk. We're back, and of course when you take a nice long walk, you need something to drink, right? So what we're gonna do, instead of me drinking something right now, I'm gonna have a popsicle. And here is the popsicles. They are frozen. Take your foil off and you have your popsicle right here. You can let it sit for a few minutes because it's frozen right now and it's hard in the cup. So you can let it sit for a little minute. You can cut it if you want to cut, if you're anxious to eat it. But I'm just gonna let it sit for a couple seconds just to soften up so that it would slide right out. So a couple minutes. Okay guys, I cheated a little bit. I didn't feel like waiting so long for it to thaw a little bit, so I ran a little hot water under there at the top. So made it came up very easily. And this is our popsicle that we're about to eat. So let me try it for you. Perfect on a nice hot day. Make these for the kids. It is so good. I think it'd be good with watermelon. You can make a watermelon one. Instead of using sugar, you can use some other kind of sweetener that you prefer. It is good. That's a thirst quencher right there. Guys, go ahead and make yourself some popsicle. Make some for the kids. Okay, make some for the kids so you don't have to go out there buying all this stuff because it gets very expensive, especially if you have a lot of kids at home. Make some stuff and put in the freezer so when the kids outside playing and they're running thirsty, you can give them something to eat. Guys, I had fun. I hope you had fun as well. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. Until next time, bye-bye.